keep themselves in that top 10. They're not going to let go of this opportunity to play Tier 1 Counter-Strike, world-class Counter-Strike, and Apeks are trying to face off against them. Let's kick this second semifinal off. Monte versus Apeks, and we're leading off on a very risky pick of Mirage coming out from Apeks.
Yeah, looking forward to it here on Mirage. Of course, like you said, risky because of Monte's strengths here, but Apeks got a little game plan of their own that they're looking to bring to the table here. Look at this fire from Woro2K, just ready to take some fights up towards Catwalk, but Apeks already got themselves a good little idea to roll on off here, testing in towards that A-side execute.
Yeah, we have the double smokes through. CT spawn push seems inevitable. We'll see if there's any response from Monte through the smoke. Defka gets deleted. Sense is going to keep up this amazing form he's had this tournament. Cracking open with an opening kill, and Jacob continues pressing forward with a double, and their CT spawn control, overwhelming control here for Apeks in this pistol.
I mean, it's that Norwegian duo in the group stage that was doing so much work right there, and they just continue to fire away right now. 4 kills split between the two once again, and they're just looking to lock this one all the way home there. That is a fantastic start. Since just out of the gates here, showing what he's capable of here, not falling under the pressure of playoffs or anything like that. And I mean, again, that was kind of my big win condition for this team here, is seeing this guy take a lot more freedom out of the gates. I mean, Paladin was talking about it on the desk, but such good potential in this guy once he's willing to take the reins on some of these rounds. And I mean, you can see he's leading the pack there, and smile on his face out of the gates is good to see as well.
Oh yeah, you know, he's a player who has high individual peaks, but sometimes can't hit them every single tournament. And you can see why he's hitting them right now. You can see why he's so happy at the moment. His first 2 BO1s, absolutely electric, and he starts this one off with a great tone.
Yeah, look at this out of the gates right there, taking care of Demka with no troubles. Jacob fires off the back, and it's a nice little powerhouse between those two. Having no trouble swiping that one aside. No problems. And again, good smiles here. Good vibes on Apeks. They got a nice little day off yesterday to really experience Atlanta.
They were hanging around, touring, and all the likes. You know, you can't let, you know, the pressure of a tournament get to you so much. So, you know, you don't want to change your schedule radically or anything like that. So Apeks took some time to enjoy, but they might not have too much time in this one. Monte always loved their second round force buys. They keep this so entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, they're so effective with it as well. They can use any weapon to full effect right now, and these sort of angles are good. Sense again looking to take some initiative though, and maybe looking to time it correctly as well, as they just catch him on a bit of a reposition right now. Your good utility usage coming through from Monte as well to just kind of slow things down and look to isolate some of these duels.
So they're now just slinking away towards the sites. Monte can't really afford to take any steps forward. They don't have the utility to escort in that play. They've burned a lot of it as well. Their smokes starting to fade. kyxsan could give these B players a fight, and Sense flies out of Palace and can't get his initial kill. That is a great start for Monte, and kyxsan, oh, he's getting pressured right now. Nades in hand, and he can't hold on. There's 3 kills from the pistols. Jacob has to pull it back. He does take down SDY, but 30 seconds remaining to make a commitment. Sassanito has the space, but they need extra frags here.
Got to figure out what to do about this player positioned inside of Palace right now. Dimka going to be a real thorn in their side.
Deny? Will he deny? No, he's going to wait for his teammates. Yes, it's a 2 versus 4, and oh, it's perfect. He just waits for Jacob to jump into his jaws, and now it's Sassanito in a 1 versus 4 top of Connector at the moment, and he'll find the 1, but is immediately traded out by Woro, and there's the deadly Monte force buy.
Just out of the gates right there, you get to experience the full force of this Monte team right there. You just get no breaks here at any of these rounds. They just show up, instantly purchase back in, and show up there. I mean, exactly what they need to do as well. Deal with Sense on some of the aggression there. Again, he's willing to take those risks. He's willing to take that initiative. Now the question is that going to put a scare into Apeks? Is that going to put a scare into a young player there to make those proactive moves by himself?
Yeah, we'll have to wonder. Of course, starting off super confident, but Monte is a team that will just individually match you across the map. I think that is their strongest point, is their individuals. They want those 1v1s, and Sense kind of played into their hands just a little bit there. Yeah, again, will that hurt the confidence later down the road? Will that young gun keep firing off here for Apeks? I think many people thought he would be on the chopping block for his team, but if he continues this performance, maybe Apeks will think otherwise.
Yeah, no question. I mean, even in that interview there before the Eliza final, he had mentioned he's not sure about the future, but is good at doing what he's told is a good piece here that can listen into the sort of calls that kyxsan's going to bring to the table here.
Plays a very difficult but impactful role. You can see him in Palace right now. He's going to spend a lot of Mirage on that side of the map.
Hey, rule number 1 of Mirage, there's always one lurk in Palace.
There's always one guy in Palace. But then, you know, if you challenge him, you lose out the fight, then everything gets pretty weird. So you don't really want to fight him. But Sense will try to fight you, and Demka sideswipes him again for the second round in a row.
Nicely done right there. Again, handling business. They try and threat that B play right there, and maybe that does allow some extra space, but Demka was very aware of that one, and Apeks just being very careful right now. Trying to use that utility as much as possible, baited out from Monte. Honestly, not biting too much here as they head in towards middle.
That could be a little bit weird. Moro swinging into multiple players. Oh, but he just handles each and every one individually. Monte clean up the full eco in crisp, clean style.
That's a great round from Demka. You remember yesterday, that guy was absolutely feasting versus Bestia there, having himself a fun old day of Counter-Strike right there, playing on some the extremities, and now he's just kind of replicating some of that performance here, building some confidence early on in this series. So good to see him continue his performance. You
know, if we're talking about games yesterday as well, SDY had a monster map against Bestia as well. It's very funny, a stat to bring up. He hasn't had a map where he's been negative since the start of Jönköping. Incredibly. It's been a month since SDY has had a negative KD.
Feeling it. As a reason. Build up a lot of that confidence here. Look at this fight here from Bro, trying to take some initiative right now, but it does put some extra pressure. That's a great flash, but they're avoiding it initially, and Sense has his teammates back right there big time.
Good awareness from Sense, recognizing the role he needs to play, and the awareness pays off. Woro2k is down early, and Monte always trying to take steps forward, always trying to get aggressive, and recognizing that threat.
So smart right there, being able to avoid the flashing, that proactive play that Monte loved to throw at you on a CT side. They initially punish it right now, already setting them up for success here on the defense. Demka taking a forward angle as well, just a little pixel to play off of right now, hoping that he can gather some of these entries on inbound, but no, he gets cut off guard.
Assassinito, and you can see Demka, he's wondering, where is his Palace coverage from SDY? Well, he's gonna provide it. A double kill on the cross. Bro as well from middle, fighting back the disadvantages here. Monte, they make a mistake, and boy, do they make up for it. But Sense, oh, he gets the one, but is traded out eventually. Not tossed into a 1v2, but very winnable in this position. Playing out from the triple boxes. Monte, they might not know where he is just yet. They're going to start closing in. Nox going to commit to the off-angle. Swing wide for the first, and it's clean. He could escape, but he's looking for the fight instead. And SDY will make up for the mistake. Monte make a little comeback.
Oh, man, down to 4 HP right there, but still start things off in that 4v5 that they have to recover. So a tough recovery effort coming through there, but Young pulling it piece by piece on back right there. Nice attempt on the clutch there from Nox. No massive frustrations just yet. But it is Monte starting to build up a bit of a lead here on towards the CT side. So you got to be happy with the kickoff here. They got an op in Woro's hands as well, but I don't know if they're going to let off the pressure just yet here on the side of Apeks. If you're them, you're kind of questioning, getting into a little bit of half-buy territory right now. You do want to put some effort on in, and I mean, again, it's just so good to see Sense continue to play confident right now. Gets himself a little extra, you know what I mean? Gets into the Galil and some armor there instead of just a pistol.
We'll have to see what Sense can do. I mean, a lot of confidence in this Apeks team for a player who, again, just, prior to this event, was not the player you were looking out to be. Monte, though, gonna feel some pressure right now. Oh, or are they? SD, where did these kills come from? He lines up 2 through the smoke. Oh, it's devastating right now for Apeks. They just can't get a handle on these powerful individuals. SDY is 7-1 right now. Now, Assassinito does have a target beneath him, but it might not matter. Nox is also down, and what started off great, they got the space. They get deleted instead.
Able to take some initiative, but again, there's just a full feed right there. War looking to find the last. A little bit of trouble there, but instead of backing away, he presses forward right there. In classic Monte fashion, never shying away from a fight.
And Monte are keeping it going. I mean, we got to see those kills from SDY. I think he just blind sprayed and said goodbye to 2. Or that, oh my goodness, what a lineup from SDY. You know, he's apparently not feeling so well going into this game, you know, health-wise, but he's certainly starting to enjoy it a bit.
I wouldn't be able to tell here so far by the start here, not letting that dampen the mood whatsoever. Start things off so strong here. More utility towards middle here. Look at the pressure that Apeks is looking to provide.
And a blind spot there from Jacob, and he finds a double kill as a result. There's a refrag from Krasnow. We'll come back to cover for the B site. kyxsan is gonna have Krasnow with nades in hand, but fortunate to be alive. Krasnow with the chance, a little 1v1 here on the site. He could stabilize the round, or kyxsan could straight up win. He's probably calling over the bomb right now to get in towards this B site. Krasnow feeling very isolated. Searching for position here. kyxsan, nasty angle. Krasnow walks into the crosshair, and that's an open B site. But Demka does have a response, and the bomb has yet to actually get to the B site. It's still in the back of the apartments.
Ooh, it's a bit awkward right now. Demka spots out Knock as well, so knocking him down right there. Now it's a 2v2.
Oh my gosh, SDY is as well speeding in on the flank. This is a bit of a weird round here from Apeks. It could have been a lock-in if they had the bomb, but they've been picked off, isolated.
Just like moving a little too slow on this flank, so at least they got post plans to activate right now. The Sense is taking a forward angle onto Demka, and again, that flank continues to formulate.
Yeah, and kyxsan is also watching for it, but he's a bit hesitant. He has to look back and forth, has to be aware of Catwalk too. Did he spot out Bro? Is the question. Yes, he certainly did. And Sense as well delivers on that fight. Even goes back in for the swing. SDY, not prepared for the Van angle. And Apeks win a little bit of a weird one.
There you go, just about enough in the tank right there to get the job done. You see Mytha trying to rally the troops right there, get things hyped early. I love that coming through from the coach, making sure that all the pieces here are ready to go. This is, you know, an early game, but you want to bring that energy early as well. So when those rounds finally do come your way, I mean, obviously you have a nice attempt from knocking that 1v2 clutch. He didn't get it down range, but when you're able to secure a 2v2, you want to just build up that momentum, build up that energy, and it leads to an instant tack pause coming through as well from Apeks, so they want to continue that.
I respect the tack pause. You can see that round. They had it in their hands. It could have been a lot easier than it was. It did not need to go down to that 1 versus 1. And you can see that there's maybe some communication issues. Able to frag out their way out of the situation, courtesy of that Jacob double entry, but, you know, kind of saved at the end there in the 1v1.
Absolutely. A whole lot of impact coming through from Jacob.
The Norwegians are hauling it for the Norwegian organization. You know, they pick up these players as sort of like a brand recognition here for Apeks. You know, originally they were running with a full Norwegian lineup. They branched out to be international to try and build like a miniature super team here. Remember, you know, they pick up Shox, pick up Stiko, but they're delivering the most results with the Macedonians as well, which is, you know, kind of representing all the smaller scenes here in Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's definitely cool to see that combination effort between those two duos. Now they've got themselves another quicker round. This is off the back of attack pause here, so they're just ready to get this off-spawn call rolling here. But, you know, they're going to finally pull the pin on it. They threaten it initially, but they're not really kicking it into gear just yet.
I like this. They're going to pop out of Palace right now. 3 players swinging wide. Demka, had a chance maybe onto Jacob, but smoke obscuring now. Ollie nades. They're going to push towards spawn. At least Sense is thinking about it. Get very close. That bomb plant is good. Apeks, a 5-on-5 post plant.
This is very awkward right now with some of the positions here. Do they want to take more space in this post plant, or do they just want to fight for this control here themselves? That's exactly what they'll go for. Krasnow at least able to find himself a multi-kill, but it puts it into a tough retake here still for Monte. Yeah, and with Demka so low, you just don't feel like you want to go for it. Oro's going to wheel this op forward, but now realizing, it's probably time to bounce. A little too late, though. kyxsan just hits him with the wide swing. Woro couldn't connect, and Apeks are starting to gain traction on their pick. Yeah, just taking some space right there, kyxsan. I love that bold move. And honestly, Demka, 25 HP, should be good. Yeah, we'll be able to hold on here, playing such a sneaky position in towards window, and Apeks going to find themselves onto a 3rd round right there. Again, off-spawn call, but it's just a continuation of that momentum there. Back pause into a pretty pacey round, but it gets the job done, despite what was that initial rotations that they execute pulled through.
Yeah, it was really interesting, the strategy. They put in 2 smokes towards jungle and stairs, and they let the smokes fade. And once the smoke fades, they get to take the fights that they wanted. They were looking to just take down the rotates instead of dealing with CT spawn, kind of changing the approach here for Apeks. And that caught Monte off guard.
Yeah, 100% right there. Not prepared, not ready. And again, that's something that you can really identify here on this Monte team, is that they do place a lot of faith in some of their anchoring players. We mentioned it a bit yesterday, but Demka can do a whole lot with little resources on that A side to just lock down a bomb site. You can place a lot of faith into him. I mean, we saw it on Ancient where he was alone on A. And just did so much work by himself. But even on Mirage here, it does require some extra support. You need that either utility, that extra help from the mid players there, some sort of system in place here to handle some of that pressure. And when you're just playing back in towards CT spawn, you're going to give a lot of those 5v5 retakes. And those do come down to, a couple aim duels there to close it out.
And so you can see that Monte got caught a little off guard there. They're going to be able to at least maybe scrounge something together here. The cache is a little bit awkward for the Monte camp.
Absolutely.
Have a little bit of tech issues on the stage, though. And that could, again, slow things down here. You see, that was a very fluid round from Apeks. Like, a very set idea that they wanted to bring to the table. And, well, now that's going to kind of halt the comms a bit.
It slowed things down a little bit here, but again, I feel like Apeks, you can see Mythard trying to keep the troops rallied, keep the nerves calm. But he's been super vocal so far for this team. It's been fun to watch him just in the background discussing, getting the team ready. Some of these pauses, and that's the exact sort of support that you're needing, especially if you want to try and level up here. Just exited a grand final in Eliza and didn't quite close it out, but did some good work there, right? So, yeah, this second time around here, if they can make it to another one, give themselves a second opportunity here in 2023, that would be absolutely incredible.
Yeah, Apeks are fighting for a Pro League spot now as well. They're trying to work their way up the rankings. They've been, sitting, I would say, at just the edge, the precipice of Tier 1, trying to break into, playoff events. I think these two teams are kind of cut from the same cloth in the way that they both made a huge run into the playoffs at the Paris Major, but they've also kept up their form and have been appearing at these events time after time. But now Apeks want to be at the pinnacle of Counter-Strike, and a Pro League qualification would certainly help.
Yeah, both teams had to manage with some roster changes after those majors as well, so have managed to handle it nicely so far. It seems as they have been able to build up more success thereafter here, but look at this coming through. Again, quick action coming through from Bro. Wants to take this initiative on a knock. That's just about spotted right there. Gets around the corner safely.
Oh, it's charging forward. Oh, and that's great from Demka. And kyxsan again in middle, or rather over towards a Palace side.
Got the bomb.
That's the entire T side just eviscerated here. And even the head spotted. Oh, Castanito, ooh, he's in big trouble. Huge to get that kill. Maybe to stabilize, but yeah, you talk about the bomb control right now.
They don't have it, not in their hands right now, and even more rifles picked up from the players with pistols, so this becomes so incredibly awkward now for Apeks to recover here.
I mean, it's just relentless aggression here from Monte. It's a bit of an awkward force fight, and they're making good on it. kyxsan with the Krieg, at least able to refrag, but the rest of Monte have rifles.
So awkward right now, they can't find their way on through.
They're retaking T-spawn.
Using all the utility, using all the clock right now as well, and at this point, you know what? Monte are saying, you can have it, you can go and take that bomb, but what are you going to do with 35 seconds left to try and save this round? And maybe that is an option, but they have to just kind of make a sprint all the way to the opposite side of the map there, and you know who's going to beat him. It's no question Monte.
Yeah, and again, it's going to have to be a dry run from Apeks. And, I mean, this fight from Sassy, he needs to win it to keep Apeks in this round. And, oh, kyxsan. I mean, he's already made it. Apeks, they're giving up. They realize that they've been beat to the punch and that Monte are going to steal these ecos over and over again. This team just finds every way to win.
They just got a scrappy force by early on in this half there. Now they replicate it here with 2 rifles held onto and still managed to make some magic happen there for Monte. So a fantastic hold there coming through. I mean, just doubling up there. That was the resources I was talking about here. Apeks, I think, are trying to identify that and test it. But then Monte just throw it right into the ring right there of the 4 players pushing on towards Palace and A main. It's a perfect reaction.
I love watching this Monte team because it's just stacked to the brim with X Factor. They make such wild calls. Cole's not going to let me call them a North American team, but they certainly play a North American style. They are in your face. You can't ignore this team.
If we're talking about a NA team, we could talk about Apeks being at a couple frags.
Yeah, being at a couple local North American events, but maybe not the same style. And plus, they've replaced a couple players from that. It's still the same core, but sort of. Okay, that one's gonna leave a headache tomorrow there. Sassanito gets destroyed up through the lip of that window side and immediate opener.
Just about enough right there. That's a healthy bit of damage. But right now we also have, I think it's that since an under balcony, he's managed to find himself in such a devastating position here, but Hawk not able to capitalize off of some of that timing. And so now Chaos in the round starting to flood the feed, but there's Sense having to recover this one.
Yeah, I mean, he at least gets one. Oh, in a second, Sense! He's stepping up once again, hauling it here for Apeks, bringing them back from this 3 versus 5. Bro is coming through in rotation, but Jacob, he has the angle, but Bro just better on it. Nails the headshot. Sense low HP, but maybe could buy enough space for kyxsan to plant that bomb, or maybe not. Waro2k cuts the cross, and kyxsan feeling very out in the open. A poorly timed bomb plant there, and Bro and kyxsan will run him down.
One extra kill right there coming through on the way out, but no concerns there. You can see still smiles on the faces here of Monte as they are able to lock that one in.
Bye-bye.
Nice start there from Waro, just taking care of that underpass pressure early, but Sense, again, doing his best work here to try and pull things back. I mean, Jacob and Sense have been doing great jobs here at finding those entries, at finding those early picks right there, and just not enough in some of these rounds towards the tail end.
So now Apeks are, again, searching for an opening pick. They're searching for a rush here on towards the B site, and it's messy on the inbound. Bro, wow, handles them here. Now backed up with kyxsan, who gets a CT side Krieg, courtesy of kyxsan. And he's gonna put it to work as well. Waro also popping up as well from Market and Monte. Again, it's looking like yesterday. This team can't find ways to lose.
That's so strong here. Second timeout going to be used here from Apeks, but kyxsan back on the Krieg. Yeah, he was doing excellent work from yesterday. He was doing a fantastic job with that Krieg. It's bringing us back to 2019 right there.
Man, it's been like a bit of a resurgence. You know, Counter-Strike 2 has brought so many new guns to the game. We've seen the Gator, the Noob Tube, or for people who actually play the game or just, you know, scientific about it, the XM1014. You know, it's brought a lot of different guns back into the game, and people like the Krieg because you can't op. You can hold angles with the Krieg, is what I've heard pros say around the table.
Augs are a little bit more back. You can hold those angles pretty easy too.
Oh yeah, laser beams. And now that Krasnal's been armed with one, I think that's I mean, there used to be a meta back in 2019 where you wouldn't want to hand the CT side of Krieg because it's an AK with a scope. So we'll see how Krasnal can utilize it, or if he'll even need to, because Bro, battling in middle right now, just in the trenches with kyxsan. He gets another on Assassinito as well. Both the Macedonians down early. Now Jacob finds himself in ladder room, great position, but there's nothing to swing at.
I mean, there's a good opportunity here towards that B side, considering the positioning. Knock also in a strong spot. They have to recover so much space. The bomb is dropped in towards the top of mid, and Sense able to recover it, yes. But the path to getting back in towards a actual bomb site here is a whole nother story here.
Oh, this position from Jacob is excellent, though. SDY has to make that communication.
Oh, they're running out towards B as well.
And look at this. Knock is already towards bench. The positioning is so incredible from Apeks.
Well, Waro's in between them.
Oh my goodness. Tech9 up close. Sense is down. Bomb down in apartments, and it's on top of an AWP.
It does reveal the last two players. They've already shown their hand as well, so there's no more surprises here for Monte to have to fight through. The last surprise was coming through from Waro.
Oh boy, but Jacob's still able to win the fight despite the lack of surprise. 2 versus 2, and time is actually going to be a big factor in this one. 30 seconds to try and pick up a bomb and beat him. Oh, and Jacob
right into
gets dunked.
Oh no, and he still has a Molotov to back this one up here. More time going to be bought off the clock here for Nock to try and recover this one.
How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? He's going to bounce a flash forward and tagged up by Woro, helped out by Bro, and it's an incredible steal of the round for Monte.
Yeah, I mean, they started off in the 5v3, but you knew it wasn't going to be an easy finish if Monte wanted to close that. Considering the space that they had to sacrifice, the space that was taken there by Apeks, it was always going to be a closer round than it initially seemed here, but able to hold steady there. Woro with his antics right there, that 18, making Jacob do a nice little backflip right there. It's good form, but unfortunately, it just means he's gone down.
And so Apeks is starting to get to desperation at this point. Obviously, last round of the half, just Galil's, AKs, and a dry run out middle. I mean, Jacob is just hauling it every single round for Apeks, every single opening kill, but Monte answer back every time. There's SDY to finish that opener. Refrag for him. Woro can't hit that flick. Unexpected angles being taken here, and SDY has to reload. He could get chased down, but Demka is also here on the site. Oh, but he misses his opportunity. It's just 1-for-1s across the board, and Apeks like that.
You have to rely on a kyxsan clutch to close things out in your favor. A 1v2 as well, with not a lot of space to work with. And in fact, this double up here is so promising from Apeks to just secure this thing.
kyxsan though. Oh, what's going on here? Making me dizzy here in the clutch, but maybe just recalibrating, I guess. He's gonna go for the jump up. Searching for kyxsan, going for the wall bangs. Oh, he even had a chance on him too. Fake defuse, nade over, double swing, a chance. But Monte will not have any more magic here. Apeks finally convert. It's been scrappy this game so far, and Monte have an 8-4 lead. Apeks praying with their Norwegian talent. So many great entry frags that they were able to find. But it's Monte who find ways to beat that, to win rounds from out of nowhere. Fine job by kyxsan McHenry as we're moving into the second half here of Mirage. And Monte, again, just keep finding ways to win from nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, Monte's so good with the force bias here. Use that as a bit of a staple, but right now 4 guns right around that corner. 2 sets of dualies here. 1 quickly falls, but still Jacob able to stand tall.
Jacob continues hauling it here for Apeks, but eventually dismissed by Demka and Waro. Noct does arrive from spawn though, and he's even jumping up for extra fights. Long range USP, spam no good. And a little bit of a pause here until Noct brings a fight to the last 2. Noct stepping up. Apeks certainly need that.
Yeah, I mean, Noct, we're definitely going to want to build some confidence here in towards that CT side. Got 2 best of 1s and really was a massive force there. It wasn't really necessary to have massive impact because, again, it was the duo there between Jacob and Sens in the group stage. But right now in playoffs here, this is exactly where you want to see this guy level up. On the CT side of Mirage here, you're going to see this guy very well play out of his mind, and with a nice little double on the pistol to build some confidence, that's definitely something you're looking for.
And not just Deagles from Monte. They recognize that, you know, not everything has to be a force buy. So Apeks will have a chance to extend a bit of this lead. I mean, that's a great start. Good individuals turning up, and you actually have to raise some questions here for Monte. What do their Mirage protocols look like compared to what Apeks bring to the table? Because they were pretty darn calculated last time against Gamer Legion. It's just a couple individual moments that made things weird in that best of 1.
Yeah, for sure. It was a scrappy game there, but they were able to close things out. And you look at, you know, obviously did some great work yesterday versus Bestia, but then that VP match was pretty tough for Monte. And it's a matchup that they're familiar with, right? It's a matchup we've seen so many times, so many deciders in best of 3s. So, well, they have that T side to try and finish, especially without the pistol around Grace there.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to bring up a little bit of a stat from that BO1, 13-11 versus Gamer Legion, but Apeks had an overwhelming amount of opening kills, but Gamer Legion had a lot of X Factor working for them. It's a similar scene here versus Monte. Now, of course, Apeks will be able to clean up a little bit of an easy anti-eco, of course, but you know, you got to handle some of that X Factor from Monte, the team's ability to clutch and make comebacks in low-man situations. You know, you can get those opening kills, so you got to convert, you got to execute.
Yeah, no question. Out of the gates, you see Monte bringing in some good rifle power here just for the first gun round, but I'm watching the util right now, and 3 of those smokes get dispersed early. That leaves them with a single smoke left here for a whole round. Actually 2, they dropped it on the floor, so at least they do still have 2 smokes, but that's all the utility power that they have for the first gun round. And if we're talking about a slow default, if we're talking about systematic map control, which is something we have been seeing Monte attempt here, I just don't know if that's enough utility here to really take the space that you want to.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to really work the map, so to speak. They're just going to be able to take some dry fights. And admittedly, though, they're very fortunate Apeks does not have an AWP on this round, or I could almost call it curtains, right? You know, no flashbangs to knock it off of any angle. So, speak of him, he's only on the A1 right now. So, Monte are just going to have to get tricky with it, with just a positioning.
Excellent smoke. That is going to throw them off so bad right now in this execute here. Monte going to struggle to make it out of Palace, and considering the way that things are looking, that is the end goal right now. So here, Monte, you're just going to have to continue to buy more time off the clock. It's going to continue to unsettle Apeks here. 40 seconds left, and again, you still have that utility for kyxsan as well that he can throw at any given moment.
And he's going to get ran down from Palace shortly. 2 smokes deployed, and kyxsan does get deleted, and there's the entries that Monte are looking for. Apeks do have some cash in the reserves for sure, so they're going to back away and try and get a buy in the next one. But the explosiveness from Monte there.
And that's the only way you win it right there, is by having everyone commit right. You can't ask any questions on the entry. You need to have players flooding out in towards that A site because you don't have extra utility. You don't have that second phase of an execute to come through there. So that's Monte just fully trusting in the game plan, and it comes up perfect for them.
Yeah, and you also, I mean, the problem there with Apeks as well, there's just no control across the map, a very passive setup, and that's how those explosive rounds get to you when you don't recognize it coming. And insane shot from Moro2K as well. I mean, Monte are still heated up. Apeks, they only got the pistol and the conversion. They got the freebies so far. Monte have been so good in everything past that.
Yeah, gun rounds have been consistent. Apeks were able to throw a bit of a momentum stopper there towards the tail end of the last half, but I 100% agree with you here. All about that map control that's taken on the side of Apeks. They're not able to really establish enough real estate. They don't have enough rotations into where they need to be on that A defense. And I like the idea. They get a late smoke towards Palace. They also have kyxsan playing with a smoke over towards that A main side of things. But with Monte so explosive, so quick on that execution, it does kind of catch them flat-footed right there.
I think one of the biggest strengths for Monte, as hold that thought, is Jacob, again, is just trying to just force himself into so many fights to make this happen for Apeks. We'll get to it later. A little bit of a mid-re-aggression here from Apeks. Works out for the opener, but Bro still in position, still in a very good position as well. And Jacob, however, is still able to collect on that frag. 3 versus 5, make it 2 as mid-control belongs to Apeks, but these 2 kills on the site, they could fall in the hands of Monte. B is open, but the bomb is in the control for Apeks.
Yeah, that's sitting on top of that one. They even have utility to ensure this victory right now, so Monte have the bomb site. They just don't have the right tools for the job right now. And that's exactly the sort of adaptation that Apeks need to bring, right? That's so much more aggression instantly. Off the back of a round loss, I think they identified that problem and just fixed it immediately, which is such a good sign from this Apeks squad.
Yeah, and I mean, what do you do here if you're Monte? I mean, TV room is definitely not the way you want to go for kyxsan. I think that's probably the worst choke point besides the murder hole here for Demka. It's looking like a save. It's just more likely for Monte here as Apeks are able to thread that one through. They're very fortunate that the bomb was left in spawn. If it was with those apartments players, it's another Monte round where it's just on even in the 2v5.
Yeah, 100%. They start to crack open that B-bomb site. You do start to sweat just a little bit, but they hold on, able to deal with the pressure right there. And again, prioritizing that mid control is something I like to see a lot from Apeks, because that's something Monte's going to be willing to do throughout this entire half. On this T side, they're going to be willing to fight towards this mid control, and if you want to really force them back, you're going to need to fight fire with fire.
Yeah, and Jacob is always going to be the man who does that. I mean, such a legacy player in the Counter-Strike space, now finding form here with Apeks, and he just doesn't change his playstyle. I swear, these Norwegian entry fraggers have been in the scene for so long. If we're talking about Rain on FaZe Clan and Jacob, they're cut from the same cloth for sure, both these 2 players. And he's just so active, so much activity. You see him in underpass, now he's making his way to top mid. He's always going to be taking those opening fights.
Shows no fear right there, just complete composure, especially when you kind of take that fight underpass early, get flash off the line. A lot of concerns, a lot of utility gets thrown your way. He just manages to contain that full composure here.
So gonna see a bit of a timeout roll right now from both of these squads. They get to go ahead and discuss just a little bit. Monte get to reset their sails. If they don't want to deal with that mid aggression, I mean, what are some options available in this particular round?
It's a good question. See them reassess here. Again, getting pressured on that mid control, but Monte also no stranger to some slow defaults.
Look what Apeks is up to as well, up towards Palace at the moment. Never inactive, never wanting to be passive like that first gun round that Monte were just able to pop out and blast the defense. And look at this though, kyxsan is prepared, but kyxsan more so. Slides into the angle, and now that A side pressure feels very, very precarious.
That's lessons learned here from Apeks, and able to continue to press the issue right now. Collapsing in on one extremity, so kyxsan watching from the sidelines right now as the rest of the roster tries to pick up the pieces, but this map control is so good from Apeks all throughout here. This position inside of Palace is so hard to root out and can be such a massive influence in this take on towards the A side, but interestingly enough, they're given some space here.
Yeah, and look at this. Monte are actually just disrespecting the fact that he pushed in through Palace, and they're just walking out A main. Now, they can't plant open for this kick because kyxsan is very much alive, and about to flank in from A main. It could be deadly, but losing teammates now. And now in the open, kyxsan only good for one. Where are these kills coming from Monte? They're just finding cracks all across the map, but Sense is here. On for the 1v3, he can't pull it off. Monte again pulling rounds out of the hat.
Young Gun trying to get it done right there, but Monte deny again, so prepared for the pressure there. All those fights given right there. And I think that's Apeks kind of fighting a little bit too early there. You let him plant the bomb if you want, because you have that flank coming through. By the time that flank finally finishes coming through from, I believe it was Krasnov and Apartments there, or rather kyxsan actually, it just completely falls apart, and there's just no time left. There's no distractions for kyxsan to continue to fight.
I mean, the kills just come through so quickly, right? That's just the incredible thing. kyxsan never had a chance to even activate on that. Like if they stay fighting for an extra second longer, that's like a triple kill right in front of them.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's all about the push and pull of attention right there, but once you find 2 quick entries, it does quickly collapse.
It's just Monte. It's just Monte. They just take fights so quickly. This team never hesitates to take these brawls, concentrating all their firepower towards middle, and everyone gets erased.
And that does leave them in a pretty poor spot here. Twora just to kick off a nice little opener. Nock looking to clothesline him on the inbound, but no luck in that department.
You can see a hero buy come through from Jacob. Again, who has been the hero for Apeks, so many opening kills, like an unbelievable amount. And he's going to do it up on the boost, and Waro was just watching it. This guy was just tunnel vision incompletely. He knows you're there. Does SDY know where kyxsan's about? Desert Eagle up close. Oh, but Krasnov just flicks him aside, swats away the fly. A 2 versus 5.
Yeah, very prepared right there. Last ditch effort, gonna fly up towards Apartments, but again, Monte, so diligent, so careful. Not gonna give this one up. Super cautious still.
Of course, you don't know everything, and of course, Bro is alone with the bomb. Don't want to give Apeks a chance, but it's a free walk down and towards that A site. Now, Waro does not want to lose his AWP.
He's on his own.
Yeah, I know, right? that could be something that Nock can work with. In fact, he hasn't had one this half as well. Apeks have been severely limited. You know, they got the pistol to follow up, but then Monte were able just to keep up the pressure enough to keep that op out of the hands and prevent Monte from being, or rather prevent Apeks from being able to shut down Monte's early and aggressive plays.
I mean, just a huge facilitator with that op can be an answer to some of the protocols here in those late rounds that Monte have actually been able to close out on. And they just don't have that op influence because of the economy here that's been limited by Monte, so it's just not really an option right now for them.
And so here we go. Monte now up to 11 at the moment. SDY even cleaning up a couple extras as Monte are marching past this map pick of Apeks. It is getting to be desperation station now. They've got to force up immediately, you'd have to think, or else they're facing down map point. And Monte to potentially run away with this series, a very risky map pick, don't get me wrong on this one, and it's really coming back to bite them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy map to play up against this Monte squad. They're so good on it. It's definitely not a punish pick for Apeks. They're trying to play to their strengths right now, but still getting dealt with.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of suggestions. Oh, we could pick overpass here potentially. Apeks, again, we're coming into this game relaxed, right? But I think this type of team in Monte is a little bit of their kryptonite. Again, they were struggling against Gamer Legion just from the sheer individual prowess. A lot of these mid-round situations just fall off the rails as Monte suddenly find a triple kill in a mid-round or something like that. That was the case versus Gamer Legion.
Yeah, I mean, look at this stat here. Jake, I'm doing all the in-chi work right now. That's just insanity right there, but that is exactly what he wants. That's where you want him, and that's, I believe, why they were so successful right there. When you have this guy who's so capable of cracking things open, deliver that much. We saw it in the first half there for, you know, some rounds. Him and Sense were doing great work, but it's really been a bit of grinding to the halt here at the moment.
Yeah, that guy just keeps going in. You know, there's 5 players on a team. He does half of it. Instead, it'll be kyxsan this time. to start things. And through the smoke with Jacob, it's kyxsan all the way. Definitely needed there, but trades are arriving. Waro able to drop in. He'll pick up the bomb. And deep spawn control from Demka is massive. That allows a safe plant, a 2v2.
Demka knows he needs to take initiative right there, so he swings all the way towards CT spawn. Will he expect much, much more around that corner?
Yeah, he could be on the worst end of timing here. Oh, but it's still step
God.
forward. He avoids them, just avoids them, but can't quite escape. Waro 2K has been spotted out towards triple. And now a smoke even deployed to obscure the site. Crossing over, and Sassanito will be able to pick it up. Apeks are able to stabilize.
Close that one out with ease. No concerns. I like the utility usage right there in the clutch to make sure that Waro is not able to isolate them on the inbound. No chance to take anyone down right there.
Just so close as well, though. You know, Waro is a very capable player in that situation, but you see Apeks just work together. They work together to take down that AWP, because, you know, if he even if he hits the first shot, you have a player top stairs who's ready to trade as well. But it really starts off with that. It's the opening kills here from Apeks that are just giving him enough buffer to survive these.
Absolutely. Monte coming in at a bit of a high right now, but Apeks are no stranger to a comeback here. They've already had to do it once on this map. Can they do it again here? Look at that. That's that up from Knock coming through, and that sort of aggression works out so well into Waro.
Finally able to pick it up and shut down some of this early aggression. Trying to be the sentry, but then, well, walks out middle, and that's a missed shot. That's a trade back, and now even Sassanito feeling trapped inside of the underpass. Oh, but maybe he's an unexpected factor instead.
That can still be elusive right now. He hasn't taken too many further fights right now. Krasnodar probably doesn't want to turn that corner. Still leaves him in an awkward spot. He's calling for help here, and that will come through in the form of sense. They're going to take initiative.
There's, you know, still two players top middle. Taking initiative, yes, but Sassanito out in the middle of the open, and then the swing of the two players. The coordination from Monte is shutting down these mid rounds.
Well, they just let it time right into their hand right there. Just catch them on that mid re-aggression here, and Jacob doesn't want to stop there. He wants to continue to press that issue. He has to be the one to turn things around, but again, there's always more around that corner. And Monte looking to claim themselves a 12th.
They're so unified. Knock gets that clean opening kill, but Monte, they're still playing it like a 5-on-5. They're still stuck together right now, and they keep taking these coordinated fights versus every Apeks individual. It was like a 2v1 every single duel.
Yeah, it's that buddy system setup right there from Monte. They got two players kind of hovering around underpass. They got two players hovering around towards top of middle, and so if you want to go for those opening gambits there, you're going to have to fight your way out. And Monte meet them right where they're at.
You know, Apeks want, you know, deeper control on towards the map, but Monte, again, just playing buddy system, and that's giving them the best opportunities to either A, trade themselves out, or give them two advantageous fights. That is some really strong stuff.
100%. Good looks here, rolling through from Monte. And it isn't going to leave them in the best of spots. I love that sort of aggression there from Knock, right? But it only lasts so long when you get leveled out. And there goes that one op that we saw, that first op rolling through here for the CT side of Apeks. It gets that fiery kill. You see what could be here if they maybe got that out earlier, if he maybe got more chances than just one here, but that might be all that he gets.
I think the most important thing here as well from Monte is that they've been able to make all of these rounds scrappy as well. Apeks are down to their last dollar here in where their backs are up against the wall here on their own map pick. Mirage could just be sent off immediately, and we could be meeting on Monte's best map of Anubis. It is dire scenes for Apeks Pro League chances.
100%. Not going to be an easy fight from this point forward here. Monte just showing such great work here. But look at this right now. They got some good ideas rolling here, and again, kyxsan willing to take some fights right now, trying to lead by example for his squad. He will take an opening duel towards middle successfully. He wants another one, and he will take it.
kyxsan just throwing him into the mix, trying to do it all. Thinking even about the extension as well. He knows how these 3v5s have been going. And again, Monte are concentrated in towards middle. Can't handle this. Sometimes, you know, trade fraggers, buddy system in play. But finally letting off the gas just a little bit. They have some breathing room here, Apeks.
This is going to be Monte's easiest chance to close right now, or at least it was before they were in the 5v3. Now they have to figure out ways to move around this here.
Boy, look where Bro is, dude, just flying up the catwalk right now and hoping there's an opportunity to find sense. I mean, the shoulder was spotted, but 30 seconds, time's ticking.
Yeah, I mean, smoke as well is just going to nullify them so effectively here, but they're going to move quickly on in towards this A side, not shying away, but they've lost another member here in the meantime, and Woro quickly traded out. It's just going to be him left standing, and he doesn't last long either, so we said only one chance here with Knock on the op. Oh, he won't be able to grab it in time, but still, we're going to see Apeks be able to fight forward here.
Yeah, and Apeks just able to at least, again, it's just the opening kills that they've gotten so many of them, and that's what they've needed. They've needed massive, like, double openers to get all of their rounds here, because Monte have just been in cruise control so far. It's been some tough stuff, but, you know, you can see kyxsan just throwing himself into the full to try and make stuff happen for his team.
Yeah, no question about it here. Love the sort of intensity. I mean, honestly, again, we talked about a couple of the CT rounds that we've seen out of this team so far, and it has been kyxsan offering up some good defensive measures here, playing around that bench smoke, and then, oh, we do have some, oh, I missed the other side of it.
I like my own fans, all right? I like my own fans. There we go. We're back in the scenes here. We had a little game crash there for Demka. I think some people were spotting him vibing out in the middle of middle. But he's back into the server. We're going to see a full-on force buy here from Monte. They want this game over and now.
Yeah, trying to end it quick here. No shocker with the amount of success they've gotten with the forces, and they still bring out a lot of tools here, including an op, so look at this move as well. Just such a bold call to make to try and end things right now for both sides, in fact, and it's going to work out in favor of Monte, or is it?
Oh, Knock able, again, taking steps forward, taking matters into his own hand, but can't convert for a double kill. Now a 4-on-5, or 4-on-4 rather, and kyxsan laying in between these smokes.
Oh my god.
This is just a turbo flank from Sassanito, and the bomb yet to be planted. No one's going to be watching this just yet, but Krasnal might get the plant in time. He does. It doesn't matter, though. The kills are coming through from Apeks, and that is some relief for this squad. They're trying to fight here on their own max pick and drag it to OT.
Apeks holding on steady here, not ready to fall just yet. Again, had to fight with so little tools up against what was map point right there, and now able to hold on again up against the force buy. So starting to fight their way on back, and now they only need 2 more rounds here. Money's probably going to be pretty low. They got the bomb plant, sure. And they'll probably get some tools. We know they love a good force buy here, so will they keep it up?
Yeah, I mean, with the bomb plant on, but I don't think we're going to see that. We're just seeing a bit of an investment from Krasnal. But look, Monte can definitely be a team to pull it off. I would not be surprised if it could possibly end here. And you can see that maybe Jacob, feeling a bit pinned, has to deploy his own smoke to get out of there. Advanced angle here from Knock, but not going to be tested just yet. So some patience on the map from Monte. They're hoping for a mistake from Apeks. We've seen so many of these rounds where they just jumped into the fight. Maybe Monte's passiveness, they can set a trap. Oh. Fire is hot.
You're going to have to blow that one out there. He's good, though. Sticks around there just about fine, and he'll throw Knock's aim off just a little bit. You might think it flushes that player out of position here. Yeah, he's going to give him a bit of a swing. No, still falls to the op. No question about it. But there goes your apartment slurk, and it just does leave this sneaky little exec rolling.
Yeah, one flash to rule them all here from SDY for the XU, or maybe not.
Just contact.
Maybe we just walk on out, and there we go. Krasnal down beneath, but kyxsan has been fragging up a storm now on Mirage. He's been keeping Apeks in it. They're 1 away from an overtime.
We get all the rounds here. Apeks not ready to give up just yet. Have 1 more round to chew through right now. And they're starting to build a lot of confidence. Yeah, you can see his crosshair wasn't maybe positioned right, but he lands the fast flick right there. That's good stuff from Knock, and Jacob and kyxsan keeping things nice and contained right there. A good idea for Monte to take that contact approach, but they just walk right into the meat grinder.
And at the last tactical, LMBT is going to strategize for this final one. Apeks, they've been so good on the aggressive. They've been fighting for initiative across the map in every single round. And Monte are going to try and adapt to it. Can they predict where this aggression is coming from, or at least react to it in time? They've had the individuals, but it's cooled off a little bit in these past couple.
3 in a row right now to go all the rounds here in regulation. And Apeks definitely wants some extra. There's no question about it here. They give themselves a chance to even things up once again. Still be able to bring a lot of AWP action here, but look at this mid-control here, just establishing a firm foothold, and they're gonna find absolutely nothing. It's vacant.
I wonder if Monte were able to hear this aggressive top mid control, but it doesn't seem like there's any sort of reaction across the map. Look at this from kyxsan.
I mean, so incredibly deep right there in that mid control, right? And they have no idea. And again, we saw that fast flank come through just a couple rounds ago. Have the opportunity to replicate that just the same here as the A players trying to put a lot of pressure on the site with 3 members sticking around here.
Yeah, we have some trickery though on the map right now because Monte are actually about to walk up to B. Sense needs to deliver here.
There's that flank.
Oh, and kyxsan also delivers though. Demka down, but jumping out of the apartment. Sense he's only good for the 1, but is that enough is the question. SZY goes down, that's the bomb on the floor, and kyxsan now tossed it in the 1v4. We might see Apeks push this one to OT.
Just able to hold so steady all the way through. kyxsan not gonna have a lot to say here on this lurk. Running low on time, they're sitting on top of the bomb, they're clearing out all of these angles as well, so just add another one on up, unless kyxsan can pull something miraculous off here. But they've got all their bases covered right now on the side of Apeks.
It's a maximum security prison here on the B site. And kyxsan walks into 2 players. Apeks are able to salvage their map just a bit. They're gonna force overtime.
Fantastic stuff. Absolutely incredible. Forcing that OT right now, not ready to give on up just yet here. And again, that just breathes new life into this team. Getting into OT right now, their own map pick, giving more opportunities for Nock to work with that op, more chances for them to offer up some defensive measures here. I got to give a lot of credit as well to kyxsan for stepping up to the plate when it mattered the most, when they were down in such a difficult position there. 2 kills to open things up here to give Apeks the jump, the lift off that they needed.
Yeah, and also triple kills on the A site. It's not just the openers, but it's also in the execution for Apeks. The IGL performing at every step right now to really keep them in this match. And now Monte maybe feeling a little bit of weight on their shoulders after that. But that's an insane entry from SZY. Moonwalks in Assassinito and hits him with the spin. And Waro2K as well deals with the refrag. And the wheels are coming off right now for Apeks. Can
Molly
add it back to it. Oh no, Waro with a double.
Adds 2 more right there. Catches them on the fadeaway with the Molotov as well. Just adding insult to injury, and Nock positioned here with Yop, but just not on the right side of the map right now. I have to make some moves. Pass the smoke, maybe an opportunity, but no, he's just not going to make the risk.
Yeah, it's again another one of these situations where somehow Monte make a comeback in this round. It looks like Apeks find the double kills, find the advantages, you know, even the odds, but then a double kill from Waro, the Molly plus the AWP putting in work here, and X Factor again for Monte.
Yeah, it's more of that effective mid defaulting that maybe they couldn't figure out to close.
No.
But Nock, it is only a matter of time. Oh, that was a no-scope.
Let him get away with one. Wanted to put a highlight on this round, but Monte again, you know, it takes it to overtime to push 13, but they're still pulling rabbits out of the hat.
What an entry right there. And then look at this coverage from Waro on offer. Fantastic stuff. Throws the extra Molotov to make sure he lands the kill while finding the catwalk player. So Waro really stepping up to the plate here in overtime to finally get Monte back into winning ways. They found 13. Maybe it was a little late, yeah. But they do start overtime with a little bit of ground.
And it immediately starts with Apeks' 1 tactical pause as well. So, you know, again, trying to get them back into shape, because this time around it was a good start from Monte. They're unable to hold on to that mid aggression very early on.
Do you like that quite a bit? Nice little adjustments there coming through from Monte to handle business there, to handle the aggression rolling through.
See a lot of talk in the server for Apeks. had a lot of multi-kills running. kyxsan was finding himself in the right place at the right time every single round. That time he ends up on the wrong side of the opening kill feed. But Monte gonna have to handle a double op setup. Apeks switching things up.
Trying to just secure the extra closing rounds here. They give Sense the op as well. Placing a lot of faith into this young gun. They're in position here to deal with this pressure. But is that... No, just one op there towards the B side. There's only Sense to chew through right now. So again, this mid control being established a little bit later into the round this time for Monte.
Yeah, very passive and concentrated more towards the sights here. Apeks kind of awaiting the play of Monte, and there it is. Sense that secondary op rings out to find Kraz now, but potentially aware of the balcony play. It does force him off, but Sense repositions for another op shot. Not the man you expect to be of the hour, but here he is. Maybe even another swing. Sense gets a third there. Secondary opping as well, and the switch up from Apeks leaves Monte on the floor.
Sense giving his best Senzu impression right there, just picking up the second op and absolutely leveling out Monte on every prong of approach right there. That's a great adjustment. Willing to give up mid here. War gonna try and fight his way out of the situation. Does find a nice little couple of kills, but it's only because Apeks are hunting him down there. They're gonna continue to press it. What do you got to lose there? Maybe more.
They do have a lot to lose, actually. The cash is not great here, despite losing that first round of overtime. Despite winning this one, they'll have enough in the bank, but it gives Woro some confidence, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Give him a little bit of confidence. Here's that Sense highlight, though, and what a time here to step up right now, deliver some nice little op shots, catching all the kills. The 3K coming through from this move up here. And again, had a hell of a group stage, bringing the energy late into the playoffs here. Honestly, had a great first half as well. And again, maybe not the same influence in the second half, but that's a big time to step up here. If you can get back and build some confidence off of that round in particular, Apeks is going to find themselves in good shape.
Yeah, now in equalizing, but of course this is Apex's better side so far. Definitely feeling a bit cozier on the CT end. Monte have one more round to switch things up. They could find themselves a little bit of a lead. Maybe Monte can get it going, but Apeks are looking to take their map pick, keep their Pro League chances alive here with a win in this series. Lose, that will fall right to VP.
This is very important for Apeks, no question. Trying to lock that in right now. Not going to turn that corner here. I imagine those ticks have been hurt as well, so that's information conceded right now. Jacob so willing to take those aggressive duels right there, flying up towards the top of stairs.
And always being so involved with his teammate kyxsan. A freeze across the map from Monte. They're trying to see what information do Apeks have right now. What are they actually working with? Let's make the correct call. Woro. This off angle is just always so annoying to deal with. As a CT side, you can't move between stairs, jungle. You have to stay static.
Impatient here. It's hard to make your way out of Palace. You're going to need those riflers to lead the pack. To roll on out there, just offering up some coverage right now, but they're willing to make some moves here soon. Timing might not work out there for SD-wise. He has to deal with Jacob and this pressure out of A-Man coming through. They're going to clear this corner, not quite, but Jacob walks away with two and saving them from Connector.
Sassanito, though, was he spotted? No, he didn't recognize it. Now a 2v4, the multi-kill showing up here for Apeks. Sassanito's just trying to stay alive, but it's knocked from spawn. Perfect play here from Apeks will give them a lead.
Absolutely fantastic there. Jacob, again, another massive round, massive impact coming through in Connector. And it's going to give them the lead in overtime right now. Apeks are fighting so hard for this map right now.
6 of the last 7 right now. They pulled off 4 rounds in a row to get here to overtime, and they are transitioning that momentum right now. Jacob now finding multi-kills, and it's the mid-rounds where they're delivering. It's where they were faltering back in regulation. Now they're playing off of each other so perfectly.
Jacob getting a little bit of hype there. He knows the job's not done, though. So no smiles just yet. hold off until overtime is finished here. Now this quicker play right now coming through here from Apeks. Not scared, but Sins might need to be. Just enough health to tank, but he does walk away limited here. 13 HP, and he'll have to fade.
Yeah, he can't be the entry fragger anymore. He'll just go down so quickly, so Apeks have to call it off, look towards other parts of the map.
This is going to be a refreshed Monte right now, back on the CT side, back on the site that favored them so much.
Felt like they were out of gas over there heading into overtime, and towards the end of regulation, you didn't see all the multi-kills that we're used to seeing. Maybe a change of scenery can help. Let's see it. Jacob walks up middle. SDY first challenger, and he wins the fight. Massive kill to find, and the refrag, though, does come through from Sassanito, but there's Bro from Connector. Doesn't even need to wait for Waro. 3 versus 4. kyxsan, though, making moves out on the site. There's another massive kill from the in-game leader. He has to do more, though, despite being on 14 HP.
Bomb is over towards middle right now, so it's all the way against them here. 30 seconds, and again, Krasnov never likes to move from that B-bomb site until he needs to right now, and you can see he's just planting his feet, waiting patiently for this aggression to come on through here, but silently, the Opera sneaks his way on in.
Krasnov. On how he faces. kyxsan finds an entry, but the barrel spotted. That could have been so close there. If he didn't see that barrel, Nock walks up for free, but instead it's Monte, both at 14.
It's so hard to catch Krasnov rotating, man. It's just not an easy task. He plants his feet so well, doesn't bite onto that play. Even when kyxsan finds that kill, you see a stutter step, but that just led to him spotting out Nock pretty early. Very aware right there. And again, you lose a lot of fiber. You lose a lot of entry prowess when you lose Jacob early. That's been, I mean, as we saw from that stat earlier, a huge facilitator here in the best of ones in the group stage, but as always for Apeks. And somehow able to eliminate him at the start of the round.
So he's back again in middle. Once again,
Oh my God.
just keeps it going. This guy hasn't had a negative map in months. And he keeps showing it here. 2 down, out middle. Demka now top of Palace right now, faced off against 2 players since he cannot find both frags. Monte are looking to find map point again.
They had a couple chances there for in regulation to try and finish the job. They had it versus pistols, but in overtime it might be what's required. Not ready to give up just yet, though. Demka gonna send himself to the Wolves, and kyxsan and Nock now left standing here. Again, you're going to need some high impact from these 2 individuals here, but kyxsan has been able to keep his team ahead in a lot of these tough rounds.
I mean, he's done it over and over again. He sneaks out towards Tetris. Oh, but Waro spots the next player as well. But hold on, there's a chance. kyxsan, though, goes down to 11 HP. You can see just, you know, good old Bogdan's Law.
Bogdan.
Get it started. Nock is going to have to do the entry work now. Molly onto Waro. Will that force him forward into the fight? Does he see him over the top of the smoke? There's a chance!
Oh my God!
Battle hopping! There's a chance right now, but Eddie pulls it off! Nock and kyxsan! Make it happen a 2v5!
You gotta be kidding me right there. Pull it on off. Again, kyxsan doing such an incredible job of keeping his team in this game. And what a time again for Nock to step up to the plate in the clutch as well, to just make sure they seal that one on in. And it all just starts right there, the little overextension rolling on off, and they take it all the way home.
It's unbelievable there, unbelievable. From kyxsan, battle off with the no-scope top stairs, and then Nock able to play off of his teammate perfectly. Map point for Apeks.
Oh, defining moment right there in this map right now. Gives Apeks their first chance to try and close things out right here, right now. Monte know they had it in the bag. 2v5s don't slip too much, too often, but just watched it fall right in between their fingertips right now. And they're back to the slow style.
Every single round, it has been kyxsan to win it for Apeks. Can he pull it across the line here? Finally, it's Apeks' first time they could potentially win this map. Out middle, here we go. Bro, up towards Catwalk, not gonna give him the fight just a bit. Monte feeling so careful and cautious right now. They don't want to give Apeks the opportunity.
Just quickly taking this mid control right now. Springing into action for the side of Apeks, and as you can see, they do take some valuable real estate here, ready to flood on in. There's such a good setup right now for Monte as well.
Look at this from kyxsan. IGLs might collide. Instead, it's a rotate to B. Krasnell falls. And maybe, can Monte hold on to this? Woro with another pick, 3 versus 3. Back a bench. Bombs running away, though. They have the ace site right now, Cole. Oh, but that kill, in a sense, massive. Keeping the advantage for Monte.
You're going to beat him to the punch up this catwalk here. Not quite.
Nox just thinking about
things
it.
Down. He waits for the flash.
Oh,
he can't
no.
escape around the corner in time. And it's just kyxsan left again to try and save him. One quick kill. The bomb in his hands. It's a 1v2 and a chance.
He gets over to triple. He gets the plant. No wall bangs in just yet. And now he's into the clutch. Can he pull it again here for Apeks? Force forward into the fight, and we're going double overtime!
Oh, nice attempt right there from kyxsan, grabbing the bomb, evading the rifle work right there. But Monte now say that they're not ready to give up on this one, and we run it right on back.
Oh my gosh, kyxsan again keeps trying to haul it, again keeps trying to find the space, make the calls, but just seconds away from escaping to that site. Nox, he hesitated, and that was the moment where Monte collapsed on him, and that's when the realization set in.
Just a split second, and I mean, again, if it was that duo, Nox and kyxsan to deliver them from a 2v5 and then a 2v3 back-to-back rounds to close out this game, that would be quite the tale to tell. But Apeks instead running it back there, Monte staying alive in this second opportunity, trying to redeem themselves.
And so we go again. kyxsan at the helm once more, in charge of this opening duel is Bro, looking to challenge. Flash forward, Bro, on first contact, but it's kyxsan again. He cannot stop.
Not giving up on this map whatsoever. Comes into this next overtime, ready to go. Off angle held, but since unable to handle it. Peek comes through from Woro. He's going to take care of business right there. The leading Apeks with limited options. They've just lost on all that mid real estate that they've tried to claim early in the round.
I mean, kyxsan is just going God mode right now. 6 opening kills.
And counting. Looking to continue to rack those up here. Krasnell, though, this time on the secondary op. What can he do with it? Has a little extra help there coming through. It's a double op on this B side. Hold
on, but now that Woro misses the first shot, Krasnell, he's in danger. He's in trouble. He's ran down. kyxsan again. And now Woro out in the open. Jacob takes up the helm, too. And Monte, they fall.
Collapsing on this B side here. Not a lot of options here left, really, for Monte. Do they want to make an effort? Well, maybe that'll encourage them. A little peek coming through from kyxsan. He goes down, and that's your clutch player. So they'll give it a try here, turning that corner.
Of course, SDY getting closer and closer again to the top of the board. Keeps up this amazing performance over these past couple months. He's going to do it again. Missed shot from Nox. Gives them some space, but not going to try that now. His position noted. Monte to save. Apeks will pick up this first round of double OT.
Smart decision there. Try and force the issue just a little bit, but don't push it. Hold on to a couple of AKs at the very least. And walk away. Apeks continuing success again. I mean, just in the first half, when they were on that T side, I felt like it was Sense and Jacob, the only 2 players really able to have a lot of that opening success. Well, right now it's kyxsan who's just making sure that in this overtime, they stay ahead. They stay in a good position, and that's exactly what he's doing right now in so many different rounds.
It is an incredible individual performance that is keeping Apeks in their map pick. We said he was a little bit risky early on, and they had trouble with the individual performances over across the line. But now, you know, we have someone who is bringing those individual performances to the table here for Apeks.
Got that extra element right now to their game. Right back to this mid setup here. Just buddy system trying to wait for that aggression. Young, he'll love to get in your face early. It's not a bad idea to be prepared for this.
Here we go, Eerie.
Oh my God.
He's back again here to vanquish the B site, but Krasnell will not fall twice. Gets a ton of damage as well onto Sense.
Oh my
still
God.
Finds the kill onto the Opper. Sense still in position. Krasnell readjusts, but he could get traded out. Nox, though, is not going to press it. Instead, it's down to Demka, but somehow that nade does not strike through. Still advantage for Monte.
Sasanito maybe could take some extra real estate right now. Oh, but what a reposition from Demka. He's looking for the kill, and he will find it. Just chases it, evades it early, and then springs into action here. It's just Nox left standing now in the 1v3. That is reclaim.
That was so cool from Demka. Keeps his head down, and Sasanito never knows what's underneath his nose. Now,
Early.
1v3, and is now spotted. Yeah, crossfires begin to get assembled. Players fall into position, snap together, and there it is, SDY onto Knock. And once again, Monte keep it close.
Able to hold on there. Monte just answer right back. A call and response between these two teams. Not ready. You can see this one. That's much more like the Krasnov we've seen over the last couple months. The multi-killing machine on these B anchoring is the guy that can lead the charge right there. That's the Krasnov that we need to see here. And I mean, I was a little bit concerned when I saw him on the op, kind of wheeling over towards that B side, because again, he's so effective with the rifles. And that is much more like it for Monte. But there you go, a nice little opening since wheeling the op right now to open things up. Had the A spawn, he's gonna take that claim.
Instant headshot, but it could go either way. Apeks still pressing towards middle, but Bro with utility in hand does escape, and once again, in the deficit, Monte battle back.
Quick reactions rolling through here, instant equalization from the other op there, but Sazanito not ready to call this one just yet. They're taking valuable real estate on this B side.
He holds on, he wins his fight versus Jacob. Will eventually get traded down to the 2v2 as mid falls, but so does the B site. Monte need to kick off a retake.
Have to move quickly here, already flooding in towards underpass, already chasing things up, but that molly's gonna keep him at bay. Knock looking to peek forward here, right around the molly. It's actually the molly that claims it. And it's just War left standing here up against two. Unknown position though.
Desert Eagle up top. Angles. He's trying to find one. There's a headshot. Sense now needs to wrap around the site. Takes out the pistol for it. Woro up close. Desert Eagle, close range, 3 HP. Oh, so close. But Apeks with the lead.
Oh, Sin's just enough right there to get the job done. And again, Apeks will be able to extend the lead here into overtime, into the second half. What an attempt though with the sidearm. Almost makes some magic happen. What felt like an impossible retake on that B side. It still gives it the best effort right there. Dude, what faith do you place in this guy right now to give him the op and trust him to try and find the openers right here?
He knew he had a chance. Woro knew he had a chance, but it falls away from him, and Apeks established a lead. Now Monte have to get back to their T side to try and make it happen. Knock almost gets that opening kill, but does get away from this relentless mid duo. Bro already taking aggression.
So much base, so much ground already claimed here, already taken. Bro looking to fight forward as well, and Jacob in a committed angle. He's looking for a fight himself. We know he likes a nice opener right there, and we'll catch Bro off guard. Perfect position for Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. Oh, but it's getting wallbanged down the nades as well. Tally ho, Jacob. Sticks around for too long.
No escape, no chance to run away there once he's in that committed position, once he gets tagged down by that shot. Still though, mid control gonna be pressured here, and same thing here is true for the side of Apeks. They don't want to give up the space for free. No way you'd make a move like this.
No way. No way he's thinking about that. Believe it or not, it might have worked. But no.
They got a crossfire though right now between stairs.
So many players about to test this. They're gonna push through it. Demka back turn to stairs. Doesn't matter. Obscured by the smoke. kyxsan gets a double kill. Drops 2. Is there a trade back is the question. He escapes back in a connector, and Woro knows that. He knows he's hit a timing here.
Bomb's still dropped on the floor, but Woro's looking for the next kill. He's looking for the next approach here. I don't think Nox gonna give it up for free, is he? No, he will there. Gets caught by Woro. A quick kill coming through and a chance to start to recover this one.
He's posted up. He's waiting for the next, but he misses a shot. A chance. SDY swings for it. He falls. 10 seconds left, and Woro misses another. He's running out of time to make this happen, and now he loses his head as well. Map point for Apeks.
And again, he's kyxsan right there. You can see Myth are so happy with the performance here. Coming through from Apeks, from the leader right now, and leading the charge here for Apeks on a map that didn't feel super possible in regulation. Didn't feel like they were going to have that opportunity until he found that multi-kill, until he stepped up with that hero rifle, and they set him up continuously in these rounds.
13 multi-kills for kyxsan across this map. It is just unbelievable. He was basically absent in that first half as well. Let's keep that in mind. It's been every single round since the swap, since an 8-4. But it's not over yet. We can't keep hyping them up because Monte's still in the server. A trade back, though, from Jacob across the map.
Instant replies right there. Jacob, good on the answer. Still has that impact as well. He's looking to heat up late to the game right now, but they're going to try and test it. kyxsan just plucks one out through the smoke, and why not make it another there? Bro getting scared off as well. That catwalk denying access, and kyxsan finds where a raid around it. Again, another multi.
This guy is approaching 40 kills, but it might not be necessary. Monte getting cut down. Sassanito to close it down. And a massive individual performance from Apeks salvage their map pick. 19-16 double overtime.
What an incredible recovery coming through from these guys here. You can see smiles on their faces. A fiery start here to their first map pick here, and coming through, having to fight back against multiple map points. They still hold tall.
I mean, how...